One of the premier fighting game tournaments is back, and although it may not yet boast the same international presence as before when it came to its participants, CEO still delivered some of the highest quality matches one could ask for. Just two among the competitors came out on top. Let's find out.
Fireball, big damage in the corner, into the CA!
Starting off with some winner side pool action, we've got Nephew going against Pompadour. After carelessly throwing out some reversal normals and poorly spaced dash punches, Nephew would punish Pompadour accordingly and take the early lead. But although the Kolin player may have displayed his efficiency in the mid-screen, it seems like when given the chance to be in the corner, Pompadour would show that he's also capable of giving a decent fight, even against the likes of Nephew.
A lot of people hate this stage because whatever lag, but to me, the music of this is so nostalgic. It is the first Street Fighter V stage, right? When they debuted this game.
Actually, that's a good point.
So it's like anytime I see this, it's nostalgic for like the feeling of, man, a new game has come out. It's a whole new world. It's like a reset, right? You know, for all the people that are like, man, I sucked at Street Fighter 4. I started grasping towards the end. This is your chance to start. So it's like very special feeling here.
Going for a really delayed shimmy. Wow, Nephew is leaving some really wide gaps here. Pompador's letting him get away with it. We are going to close out here, building that little bit of extra bar. I wonder, Pompador's played very passively in neutral. Finally represents the dash low. All right, now we're able to get some offense started. Big counter hit confirmed here.
The stun is building. Throw. Oh, that could have been popping. Oh, here we go. Another back throw. Almost. Oh, he was faster than three-framer.
All right.
Oh, my man back there in the bottom left, my short friend there, getting scared about this matchup. Here we go. Shades of Season 2 Balrog. Oh, man, he's using all the V-meter. Oh, no fight there on the shimmy. I think this is going to be almost it.
Cash out the second bar. Yeah, that'll do it. Closes out the first game here.
Oh, but Nephew, he's totally fine. He has such a good life lead here.
Oh, frame traps him in the standing medium kick, ends with the target combo. We're going right for the trigger activation. Depending on the hit, I think Nephew might still be able to take it. With the bar, you absolutely can.
He's going to go for the air throw? Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
No, you don't have to go for the air throw. You got V-triggered.
That's right. Nephew convincingly, and you know, Pompadour showed a lot of good stuff there.
After losing to Nephew, Pompadour would head down to the loser's bracket where he would eliminate one Al Sky but would then lose to Jig D. Jig D would then proceed to eliminate Gentleman Thief but would then be stopped by Mad Titan. Mad Titan would then defeat Hermes Venatori to qualify for top 16 alongside Shine, whom he would then lose to. Mandrake, who would also get eliminated by Kaba, Super Kami QB would also lose to Nigel, and Magnegro, who would win over Smug. Then upon winners, Chris T would get sent down to the loser's bracket by Punk, Chris G who would win over Dr. African, Mona who would do the same against Nephew, and to round out that top 16, the final two players vying for that top 8 winner side spot, just Pokey, Joe UMEROGAN. Relentless with his throw game, Joe knew exactly how many times it would take to condition Pokey into thinking he'd go for another one. But as mentally taxing as it may be to defend against Joe's offensive strategy, it still does need a bit of work. But with how low Akuma's life and stun gauge were, Pokey wouldn't have to work as much as his opponent did to even things off.
Plenty more of it being shot up by Falke, a wholesome practitioner of Psycho Power. I don't know how she figured it out. Akuma, though, nothing but evil.
Satsui no Hado,
shimmy again. And again, the shimmies, as I said, it's Joe UMEROGAN coming up big.
Yeah, hard knockdown. This is one of those kill and stun at the same time type deals. Double dash.
Again, 3 throws in a row.
Pursuing
My man cannot
stun.
stop, but oh, the whip, medium DP was a little bit too close. The spacing was wrong, so just Pokey getting another chance at life. The stun was definitely a reality.
Yeah. And so fiercely hunting for it in mid-screen actually came back to haunt Joe UMEROGAN, who you might say overextended. Just Pokey certainly made it look that way. Normally when you go 0-2 in something like at a fighting game tournament, you're eliminated. Falke was 0-2 on EX Psycho Schneid reversals. The third one's the charm. Third time's the charm. Didn't strike out this time.
It's true. The air fireball's timing is stopping the anti-air scrim coming out from just Pokey, and that was such a good spacing punish.
As against crouch light kick from Falke, which is normally the normal they use to push people away, a barre mash, and get people out of their face. But right back to the left corner.
Oh,
Pokey has spent so much time
every
hanging out.
time.
One hit stun situation, and
the,
there it
it's
is.
over. It's over. Joe UMEROGAN, like I said yesterday, it felt like he was making every single right decision, and we saw it on display.
After losing to Joe, Pokey would head down to the loser's bracket where he would then get eliminated by Nigel EX. Nigel would then qualify for top 8 alongside Nephew, whom he would then lose to, and Chris T would eliminate Dr. African. Then up in winners, Punk, who would send Chris G down to the losers quarterfinal, and UMEROGAN, who would go against Mono to fight for the right to face Punk in the winners final. By throwing a bunch of fireballs, Joe would make it hard for Mono to anticipate his jump-ins. But as the match went on, Mono would slowly get a read of Joe's fireball rhythm and go in precisely when Joe wouldn't be able to recover on time.
I want to be in there.
Right. Let me in. Let me in. The throw again, the crush on the tower crouch. I better see some bravery.
Plus Grim, ooh, the chase down on the V-reversal out. We don't get much out of it. Now you have to deal with this pressure, and Mono backing off. Wants to get that poison up, but we're navigating around it. Is Joe UMEROGAN continues to find these answers, not sitting on the poison stacks in the way that we've been seeing in Mono's other matches.
I love that he's spending just a lot of EX days just to get some momentum going. We're going to take for CA and V-reversal again.
Oh, the fireball, it's real late. We get the cross up, the forward veers again! Sweet guy.
Falling off with the V-skill fireball right there. The poison getting high and heavy. Joe, if you can make this comeback. You've already lost a lot of health. The follow-up didn't treat them. You can try to go for the reset situation.
Your whole V-trigger gauge is gone. And the jump over the V-skill fireball, big damage in the corner into the CA. Joe UMEROGAN, is this going to kill? No, it is not, but we got one more guess.
Tech. Jump! What a read, Joe!
And it's going to force Joe back down onto the ground.
It makes sense. You're trying to answer any other situation. Air fireballs will come through and check. You might just meet up with Scott.
All right, trigger on deck for Joe. Fishing for sweep activate. Mono has already backed out. And here the poison ticking. That trade works.
Yes, please. But skate step a little too obvious on the zoning. Actually, right. Jump are again red. We saw the air there multiple times. The counter hit. Absolutely fine for Mono. Locking down the pressure.
Look at that stun. The stun mounting gets crossed up by the fireball off the EX command dash. Deal with the pressure. Has to spin the V reversal.
Air to air again. And just back away. I like that little stutter step right there. Making with that V bar. What's to deal with? And definitely not going to trigger this round. Air to air again for a third time. And runs up from Mono. Time up the games. Up off with the air fireball. Challenge though. Gets the 4-piece knockdown. Sweep off the feet. The crush knew it was coming. Lockdown with the air fireball. Switch. That was dirty. And Joe again on set point.
Okay, the early jump strong once again. That stayed same side?
I don't know how.
I got hit. I got hit.
I definitely got all. Everybody got hit with that one. Joe trying to find the activation. Too obvious for the sweep. He's panicking a little bit. He's breaking down in Mono. About to tie this up.
I was ready for a demon.
I was definitely ready for just something. A frustration demon.
All right. This not impossible for Joe, fully loaded on these resources, but this is a tough hill to climb.
You have to make a comeback though. Come on now.
Oh.
With the jab check means we are at final game. Final round.
Like he can see victory. The light is at the end of the tunnel, but he's tunnel visioning on it. The forward fierce working out. We got the CA on deck. Are we going to cash out on the next hit, or do we want to go for stun? Big damage. Gets the poison stacks out now, and Mono going to slowly try to work out of the corner. Joe once again surrendering the space and exposing himself to the weaknesses of his zoning game in this matchup.
Like Mono has shown him time and time again, you can't do that.
Ooh.
Sweep off the feet, the
You can't walk back.
Almost done. One more touch to try to open up and get it done. The Beer had to come through the stage off the stun. But look at
the poison ticking. No confirm. Is he going to finish the job? Yes, he is.
This is Mono moving on in front of his family, taking out Joe UMEROGAN, the other Dark Horse, sealing it. Take the poison, he said.
A Fong in winners of CEO 2021.
After losing to Mono, Joe would head down to the losers quarterfinal, where he would then get eliminated by Chris T. Unfortunately for Chris T, his run would come to an end after losing to Nephew. Nephew would then proceed to the losers final to go against Punk. Showing his confirms are still as sharp as ever, Punk would show the viewers how much of a fighting game veteran he already is by not letting the tournament pressure affect his trigger finger. But not to be outdone, Nephew would show his close friend that he's also capable of the things Punk is doing after learning a thing or two from him.
The double dash, jab into throw, but Punk content to hold the down back, but a little too far away. Look at all this gray light. That, I think, should be able to close it up. No, we dropped the combo. The Karin is not warm. It is cold, but the sweep, Nephew on 2 or 3 occasions in this game.
One hit situation. One good confirm if he builds up that bar.
Oh, the whip punish.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Punk with the throw.
Even though he's trying to catch up and walk up, still gets got by the fist to the face, puts the Parabellum in the corner place, and the sun is rising. One touch, EXTP finally coming through from Punk.
Oh, backing all the way off wants to sit on that life lead, but the standing short immediately checked by the sweep. There's just the raw activation, but Punk could make this happen. No, the cross jab. Nephew keeping the dream alive.
The sun is rising. Wait, try to find the pierce. I like the idea, but it just didn't come through in the clutch against that button. Nephew has him in the corner. Activation, but Punk has super.
Right, and this could we see the patented?
Oh, man. Not better hear y'all say it. And I better hear y'all say it. Because that's going to be a super situation. Punk with the victory over Nephew. 3-1 to get it done and put himself in grand finals to fight Mono once again for the run back.
After eliminating Nephew, Punk would proceed to the grand final to get a chance at avenging his winner's final loss against Mono and to determine CEO's 2021 champion for Street Fighter V Champion Edition.
A low forward, no hit confirmed from Punk, but the hitbox on the V skill this time because of the V trigger. V trigger's now gone, but catches the backdash with the EX lunge. Rekka pressure is respected and backdash. The poison continuing to tick away here.
So Mono game that he could take it, but it's getting harder and harder. That V skill is helping out though. Don't whip a damn button. I said don't whip a damn button! And the sun is rising. Pressing punch, nothing off of that. No activation just yet.
Yeah, and can't go for the command dash to try for some cheeky stuff because we've already established that Punk is ready to check that. Check on the forward dash, but no confirm. Spends the V reversal to Punk because doesn't want to give Mono the opportunity to get anything started. And with all that gray life, we're gonna die for just the 2 bars. We don't even need to cash out with the super. Second game on the board for Punk. That's such a real shame on losing the bar too. Mono has been relying on EX Lunge and EX Command Dash as the utilization of the tools. Moving back to the corner now. Punk building a little bit of extra bar even with that knockdown. That should close out this round. I think no, the drop.
But he finds the fierce anyway to face Punk with the reset.
That was getting blown up a little bit in that first set. Bust out now from Punk. You've got to represent it. V-trigger on deck for both players. There's the sweep activate.
Come off the feet with the sweep. Trying to open him up. That door looking easy to bust open. No, the medium to commit just yet. Go to the EX through
far. Is he going to be able to close it out for the game? Yes, he is. A game on the board for Mono. Jab.
Man really done did it. He was all the parts of his character. So
this
Mono
is huge.
Keep this the EX right through.
But you keep this all safe. All that life ticking away. We're at a point where this is one touch for either player. Gets away with the EX dash. Any poke will do it for Mono. Back away. It's the same thing. It's the same thing from the winner's side. Mono on 2 games post bracket reset. Punk forgot about the V trigger.
The fight back for Mono. He is on 10 points. Tournament point. CEO. 2021 3.5 points.
Block in the low forward. Even Mono waits that extra little bit of time before walking back in the low forward range so that he's not clipped low. The whip punish on the sweep.
Here, Russell doesn't land like Mono second step to get the block. No poison off the deck. Unfortunately, there's a lot on Punk's side. Look at all the great help finally landing a V reversal.
But having to use the V reversal in part to get the poison stacks away, which means that we're not going to miss it. The DP gets baited.
The sun's rising. He drops the combo though. Mono backing away.
He ran into it. This is one guy give the throw. He's going to do it. Mono is the champion.
Champion Street Fighter V 2021 gets it done. Mono is the hero of the day. You can see his family coming in.
Oh my God, they're rushing the whole stage. They're rushing the whole stage.
So that's it for CEO's 2021 tournament for Street Fighter V Champion Edition. Congratulations to Mono for the win. For more high-quality fighting game tournament streams, make sure to check out CEO Gaming, Data FGC, and Polarity GG. Links in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your support by leaving a like, sharing it with your friends, and by subscribing so you won't miss out on the latest recap from my channel. That's it from me for now. Until next time.